Hello everyone, this is Dash Creep, and I am here with a brand new series. This is a series I am going to be playing with my dad, because me and him always tend to make these 1v1 franchises. This is my team you're seeing right here, the Austin Bombers. There's the court right there. Yeah, the colors were not a good choice, but I always roll with like very regular colors. And I wanted to do something weird for this one because me and my dad have been doing this for 3 years. We have had a good rivalry going against each other. And here's my dad's team, the Seattle Silver Sharks. My dad's a fan of dark colors and especially the Fiesta Spurs. So basically, we put them pink and gray because, well, I figured that worked the best for my dad. He made the court. I'm not a fan of colored courts, but he decided to do that. He loves Mountain Dew. It's one of his favorite things in the damn world. And Jordan is his favorite shoe brand, so I did that for his uniforms too. His uniforms, actually, I loved how they came out, even if they're a little wonky and weird or too bright. Love them. Absolutely amazing. Now, after this, we should be moving into the draft, hopefully. But before that, I want to say, well, if y'all are here, thank you for coming out to see the video. This should be a very cool series if I can continue to do this. But the process of doing this is very long and annoying. And here's the draft right here. Sorry for cutting in so late into this thing. The software's, I'm using a new editor. The software's kind of fucked up. This is later in the draft where... remember, I'm the Bombers, my dad's the Silver Sharks because he's a moron and chose to use a really stupid name. I took Avery Bradley, PJ Tucker. I usually just take people to trade them away as quick as I can, and I don't know what my dad does when he picks. He's just weird. So he took Kyle Korver, which, by the way, is one of his favorite small forwards. He's been drafting him for 3 years straight, ever since he was an 81 overall. And the fact that we can talk about that is enough. Terry Rozier, I always draft Terry Rozier, but I don't think I kept him in the second season or so. I think he drops out. DJ Wilson, because he's young, has a good amount of potential. Me and my dad play with them amp stats a little bit. Of course, we want this to be a 1v1 franchise, not a franchise where you have to wait 5 years just for one motherfucker to get good. We want to wait 2 or 3. So it's at a more, we know who's going to be good or bad, but sometimes some people drop out, some people we don't want to, some guys that we like off a draft, there are a few busts. But what we usually like to do is try to move up the natural skill cap of the NBA. So the natural skill cap, I would say, bad players are usually a 72, a 70. We like to bump that up to maybe a 78. So that's usually what we try to do. Here's the first trade, me trading Drew Holiday, which is one of the guys I got in the draft, for John Collins, because I love me some John Collins. And after this, I trade Cody Zeller back for Zubac, who I had to trade over there to get him, which of course I'm scrolling through making sure my decision. I love Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He's always a good player to have. Jay Crowder too. In the end, I do believe I do end up going with Zubac, because yeah, I go with Zubac. And after that, next trade, we're going to my dad, who loves Hassan Whiteside, so he trades Steven Adams and Danny Green for them. So DG, my dad's favorite shooting guards. Of course, he's a Spur. My dad's a long-time Spurs fan. I judge him so much for it too. There you go. He makes the trade. By the way, I'm not sure what was his plan, because I don't think he wanted to keep Hassan. He just kept it. Then he does not like Goran Dragic whatsoever. So instantly, bam, trade him for Chris Dunn. Because you know why? Chris Dunn's defensive. My dad's favorite thing is athletic, defensive motherfuckers. And Otto Porter, which I don't think he cared about. He just took him because he isn't a bad person to have, but he certainly did not want him. And he had to trade Kyle Korver in the process. I think he does end up getting rid of Kyle Korver. He does end up... I'm not sure. I think I'm talking to my dad right here. We don't do this live because my dad is not a fan of the talking. So... yeah, he does trade Kyle Korver. Sadly, he must be very upset about that. Here's his next trade for Trey Burke, for Joe Harris, and Shabazz Napier, which is weird. He hates Napier. Likes John Henson. He likes Bertans, too. 2 seconds. He's definitely going to do that because, well, Joe Harris. Apparently, he wanted Joe Harris, which is weird because he has Bertans and Trey Burke, 2 guys he loves to have on his team. So, that's not a trade he would often do, but apparently he did it here. That's pretty weird. After this, I do believe... Oh, nope, he trades Damian Dotson here for... Oh, Ben McLemore. He wanted the Raptors' first pick, apparently. I would have kept Dotson, because I'm pretty sure Ben just sat on his team for the next year, doing nothing. Fucking useless motherfucker, may I say. Looking through his team, he signs people to fill in some spots. I do believe he does sign Eric Moreland here. I hope this audio lines up, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be very sad. Like, really sad. Next, I think he signs... No, I don't know what he signs. Is he going to sign Marshawn Brooks here? Alex Abrines, ha! We always end up getting Alex Abrines somewhere along the line. Excuse me, I had a burp. Nothing came out. Little, just looking around, I guess. Jordan Crawford. I don't remember us ever getting a Jordan Crawford, though his stats do look good. Ron Baker, Jordy Meeks. He's gonna take Jordan Crawford here for a minimum dollar deal. Good. Nope, 2 years. He gave him 2 years. I don't know why. And then cutting to the All-Star break. Oh no, Monte Morris tore his foot ligament. A guy he signed. Kent Blazemore for Andre Roberson and Patrick Patterson. I like Andre Roberson. I'm not a big fan of Pat, but you know, I figure maybe if Andre Roberson sticks around, I could enjoy him. So I make that trade. Here's the All-Star: Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, John Wall, Ben Simmons, LeBron James, Kawhi, James Harden, Giannis, Steph Curry, and Jokic. Julius Randle over there, D'Lo right there. Joel Embiid made it for a second time. I also redid all the uniforms and everything. Oh, this was in Seattle. That's pretty cool. That's where my dad's team is this year, so that's cool. Yeah, Blake Griffin, PG, Karl-Anthony Towns. And then right here, D. Lillard is fucking D'Lo. Iguodala is leading the league with 30 points a game. Pretty cool. 2 turnovers though, 2.7. LeBron James is running this shit. Second, Donovan Mitchell having a good season surprisingly. D'Angelo Russell, Steph 25 only. Blake with 11 rebounds. Kawhi has a sprained right foot, but he's fine. Kristaps on the Mavs because, you know, current roster. Zach LaVine is on the scoring board up here, but he has a pinched nerve. He's gone for a minute. KD still on Golden State. Victor Oladipo still putting up some good numbers. James Harden surprisingly low on this list. We did not expect him all the way down here. LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul George only at 23. Devin Booker at 23. Trae Young. Yeah, Trae Young was up here. My dad was like, what the fuck, Trae Young? 22 points a game? Anthony Davis way down here. 10 rebounds. Nothing that impressive for Anthony Davis, I think. Then John Collins is my leading scorer at 17.1. 8.3 rebounds. Nothing really impressive for John Collins this season. Tyreek is second. You know, we don't have much coming off the bench that I was impressed with. I don't know what I expected. Zubac is actually a lot of scoring, and Terry Rozier, which is pretty weird. I did not expect that either. Here's my dad's. He has Otto Porter, his leading scorer, which is weird. He hates Otto Porter. Hassan Whiteside, I think, got a long injury on this season. He fractured his right leg. Yeah, there you go. Chris Dunn's actually did surprisingly well this season. Napier did too. Jordan Crawford's putting up a good amount of points. So is Joe Harris. Josh Hart isn't doing that well. John Henson is rebounding like he should. Thomas Bryant is too, rebounding. Monty Morris has 8.1 and a torn right foot still. This is at the All-Star break, so yeah, and Ben McLemore still no points, doing nothing. So is Eric Moreland. Signed 2 dudes, as I said at the bottom. Seems right. Contract extensions, I do extend TJ McConnell. He's one of my favorite point guards to have for some fucking reason. I don't even understand. DeMar Carroll, just a duplicate of multiple people. Jay Crowder and that dude on the Hawks, I don't remember his name. Terrion Prince, they're all basically the same person to me when it comes to this video game. And the season, we got Nikola Jokic winning the most valuable player. Me and my dad were like, what the fuck? Luka Doncic wins Rookie of the Year with 16.7 and 7.7 rebounds and 7.4 assists. Larry Nance gets 6th Man of the Year, which we were not expecting because he should be starting. Antetokounmpo gets Defensive Player of the Year because he's Antetokounmpo. He just does that in this game. Most improved player goes to Valanciunas with 12.9 rebounds, 1.1 blocks, only 500 from the field. Mike Malone gets Coach of the Year. Never seen Mike Malone get a Coach of the Year, have a code. Ben Simmons gets to play point guard, an All-NBA. Damian Lillard, LeBron James, Antetokounmpo, and Jokic, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook for the second team, with Blake Griffin, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Davis surprisingly making it up there in the end. Third team is D'Angelo Russell, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, and DeMarcus Cousins. A lot of people I like on that third team. Defensive, John Wall, okay, I skipped it apparently. DeMarcus Cousins. First team, John Wall, Russell Westbrook, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kawhi Leonard, and Anthony Davis. I can't say I like Antetokounmpo much in this game. I don't know why. He just doesn't ever really work out with me, so I just don't do it. Oladipo, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green, Paul George, and Rudy Gobert. I don't like that second team defensive either, but it is an okay team. Rookie of the Year, Luka, Aiden, Trae Young, Jaren Jackson, and Marvin Bagley III, a Duke guy, I believe, a guy that my dad loves. Wendell Carter Jr., Colin Sexton, Mohamed Bamba, D'Anthony Melton, and Shai, I can't pronounce that middle name. I'm not doing that. Shai Alexander. Here are the playoffs here. I just simulate right through. Oh, after looking at the end of the season player stats. Otto Porter, same stats. Hassan Whiteside. Chris Dunn goes up a bit. So does Crawford, I believe. Same stats for some people. A lot of people drop. A lot of injuries on my dad's team. Sorry, my nose is clogging up as this is going on. It's not helping me do this. So, Ben McLemore does nothing still. How amazing. Who would have guessed? John Collins, I think he got a little bit worse. Yeah, probably the same. Tyreek did better, 15 points a game. That's pretty good. Rozier dropped a bit. A lot of okay, but not a lot of good. Alex Len, Tyler Johnson. No high stats. I don't see anything that impressive. So after this, we should be moving on to the off season right after we go through the playoffs here. So instantly, first round, people that get defeated. Let's just sit through for a minute. Golden State. Oh, Portland moves on. It's Portland Lakers. Utah, Minnesota. The second and first seeds are gone. First seed on the second side, State Toronto's is there. Second seed beat Philly over there. Boston, Milwaukee. The first seed's gone over there. The 7th seed versus the 8th seed. I was watching Minnesota. I thought they were going to go all the way at this point. And Boston, my favorite team, is moving on through Milwaukee. And then Minnesota makes it through, and they get their first win. And that's the only win they get for this championship, as Boston comes through with Kyrie getting the MVP. So it was pretty interesting playoffs. A lot of the first round and the first and the second seed on the, I don't even know if it's the West or the East, just on the left, dropped out, player retirements. We got, if I click on it, there you go, Vince Carter, Dirk, Jamal Crawford, Jason Terry, and Tony Parker, my dad's favorite point guard of all fucking time because of Tony Parker. No, not all time, but he's Tony Parker. Powell, Manu Ginobili, sad. Oh, look, he was a Celtic. He got a championship. Nene, just the simplest name ever. Richard Jefferson, David West, Nick Collison, Emeka Okafor, and I believe, Damien Wilkins. I don't know if he's, oh yeah, he's real, 39. Hall of Fame, I believe Vince and Dirk only. Retirements, jersey retirements goes to Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Dirk Nowitzki. I said it already. Move on, please, me. Thank you. The meetings, there's nothing there we wanted to override, so we just move on. League realignment, now we do some messing around here, because we don't like being in the same conference. We like having 2 games a year which we play, which we don't do that, we prefer to be on a separate conference. And we don't like being in the same conference. So I choose to stay in mine because I'm Austin. We're the Austin Bombers, so I stuck with Vancouver, Dallas, and Houston, and San Antonio. That makes sense. But Seattle, well, we didn't really know where to put Seattle because Seattle fits kind of where they're at. So we move them to the other side. I believe. Yeah, we moved. Do we move Detroit over? Or no, we moved Toronto over, I believe. All I have to say is I feel bad for the one team who's on the other side because that's a lot of moving they don't need to do. Yeah, I put Seattle over there. Then my dad's like, well, we can just move on here. I'm like, no, technically now they're uneven. I need to move one team to the other side. I'm trying to figure out which team. So I moved Vancouver up a conference. My dad's like, well, it should be fine to go there. I'm like, no, that's not right. We still need to move one more team. So I'm looking over there, and I believe I do move Toronto, I think. Out of all the teams, I think Toronto's the one that can possibly do this the easiest. Or I might just move Washington. I think, yeah, I just moved Toronto across. I say, that's fine. Hopefully that's okay. And I just boop on there. Draft lottery, my dad, I went 43 and 38. My dad, I believe, had a much worse season than me. We're looking to the best players here. Earl Walker's the best. Lenny Irving was the guy I had my eye on because he's a good three-point shooter. That's usually my thing. Earl Walker was obviously the best person here with an 82 overall. Lenny Irving with a 77. Antonio Welsh as Richard Hamilton. I was like, okay, that's fine. I kept looking down. Like, none of this is impressive. I'm like, okay. Let's just take a look at the draft lottery. So, my dad gets placed 10th. I get placed 16th. We're both a little disappointed. We were tanking, like riding that train. We're going down! Woo! We're just pushing that shit. We want to lose, and we did this. 16 and 10. So I just skip it. We stay where we are. Bulls, Magic, and Hawks. Now, we're allowed to do cheesy options. Again, this isn't really a franchise, but more or less just a competition. So we do what we can to get our picks. My dad trades Otto Porter, John Henson, a first rounder, Crawford, and another pick for basically, I think, the second pick. I think it was the second pick is what he traded for. Yes, then he trades Chris Dunn for the first pick here. I think I might have to mess around and make this trade go through, or it just does. It just does. There you go. He gets another pick, and he gets the first pick. Since he had the worst season, he gets the trade up first. So I just give him a bunch of crap. I give him a bunch of my people, but they're all people that are just crap. Even though I traded TJ McConnell, sad. I got the second pick easy. Didn't even have to care. So I believe we should do draft. I'm not sure if I cut it out. I hope I did not cut it out. I think I might have cut it out. No, here's draft. My dad, he usually takes small forwards who are defensive. Not a strong liking for point guards, really, for his first drafts. Unless they're, like, overpowered as hell. And then he trades his whole team just to get them. Sorry, my nose is getting clogged. Just make it a little harder to talk for me. I'm going to take a short little drink of my water here. So first starting out, my dad can draft anyone. He can choose any of these top 3 guys to try to make something with. Of course, he wants to go with the obviously best guy here. He does look down for Welsh here. A big shooting guard, a 2'4", 6'7". Not a very good shooter though. Funny shooting guard, not a good shooter. He takes a small look at Nelson Webb, then drafts Earl Walker because he's obviously the best guy here. He had a lot of potential, and he was great defense. He was a great defensive player, and 14 rebounds a game. So my dad was very happy, I think, at that moment. So I draft, and I don't have an easy decision here when it comes to my draft because I don't want the power forward. I know the power forward's bad. It's either Lenny Irving or Antonio Walsh. It just depends on who's better. And I look at Irving, I'm like, he has lower potential. He says he has a higher potential, but I don't believe it. And I look at Webb, I believe. No, I don't look at Webb. I look at Walsh. I'm like, he has the highest potential here. He's athletic. I think that's good. I'm gonna go with the shooting guard that can't shoot. And he's from Texas. We're in Austin. He's in Texas A&M. Fuck, he gets to stay in his where he wants to stay. So he wasn't the best. He was 76. He had a good potential. Very athletic. Can't shoot threes. I was laughing since I'm a 3-point shooting guy. That's all I do. It's what I enjoy doing. A lot of athleticism, basketball IQ is okay. He's an inside scoring mid-range shooter. He's Richard Hamilton. So we figure that's fine. That's fine. Earl Walker, all NBA. My dad's is fucking yeah! He's happy post defense, not an inside scorer. He can shoot mid-range though. He's okay in everything from scoring. But defensive and rebounding, he's good on. He has high basketball IQ, good potential. My dad's fucking happy. And since we have the potential upgrade turned up, Dad's fucking happy over there. The web dude was Antoine Walker, but he wasn't that good looking to me. I still don't think after they drafted him that he was any good. It's just a bunch of potential on a character. It's like, who knows how that's going to turn out. So we just submit the rest since we have no more picks and we can't trade in this. After you go into draft, you're not allowed to trade. Pretty much, that's our rule. Unless we both trade, we're not allowed to trade. So we looked through Lenny Irving. Lenny Irving was obviously bad. I'm kind of happy I didn't draft him. I almost did. I was on the edge. This Pope dude was a shooter. That's my thing. So I was like, maybe I could have got him. Do a little more looking. Lynn Fordham here. We think this guy's going to be good in the future. He's Andrew Wiggins, though, so maybe that make a laugh. Obviously, he's going to be good. Haha. So we accept pretty much all of our team options here. John Collins, Avery Bradley, Patrick Patterson, and Timothy Luwalu Carabit for me. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And my dad takes us on Whiteside, Shabazz Napier, Hart, and Jones. Just, there we go, right there. So after this, I believe it's going to be to the qualifying. I don't think my dad denies any of these. Sorry about my phone there. I believe it's anything. Yeah, there's all the people. We see Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Jimmy Butler all decline their player options. I'm just saying, at this moment, my dad's mouth is watering. He's like, ooh. He's like, I know who I want. He knows who he wants in this moment. So he's going to take a good look at them. I really don't got much to say in this moment, so I'm just going to... Kyrie Irving, a guy I really is one of my favorite players. I was especially happy when he left. I think he got traded. I'm not remember if he got traded or he left. All I know is I was happy when he became a Celtic. Though I think there's rumors he's leaving this next season, which I'm gonna hate if he does. We're gonna look through a little bit of guys. Julius Randle, guy I like. So here's us clearing cap. That's my dad trading away someone for cap, I believe. Here's me trading Avery Bradley for Zeller. An obvious, quick little cap drop of like $15 million. Here's when my dad gets Klay Thompson. His big signing for his free agency is Klay Thompson. Mine's Kyrie Irving. So DeMarcus goes to Los Angeles. And of course Kyrie goes to me. I believe that's our only big signing. Oh, well. I don't get Mirotic, but I get Moutier. Nikola Mirotic does not end up signing to my team, but I do get Moutier. Favors is my dad's next big signing, which he loves Favors. I don't know why, but it is his next big signing. He tries to keep as many players as possible, but he can't. So, we just kind of move on. Here's my dad trading Hassan Whiteside away, which I didn't know he did because I was looking down at my phone, texting at this moment. So there's Hassan Whiteside just for plain picks, which is weird because my dad likes big rebounding, hulking nothings. And he gets Derrick Rose. He does end up signing Derrick Rose, and I sign him on Shumpert. Right? Is it Mon Shumpert? I think that's how you say his name, Mon Shumpert. That's right. Also, the process of making this video has been long. It's been like a day of just full rendering, fixing. I'm fucking annoyed. If there's any hiccups, I have to apologize because nothing I can do about it. Sorry. Oh yeah, there's D Rose to my dad's team. He tries to get. I think he does end up getting on as well with a little bit of moving, but right here he can't take him. He think he does one more cap trade, which I don't put in. I believe because well, you know, it's something small, and I don't think I need to add it in. So, oh no, yeah. Here's player progression. Klay Thompson. Here's the whole team in the end of the off season, pretty much. Favors. Hart goes up 4. Noel, Napier, Joe Harris. Monty Morris had a bad season, so everything goes down on him. Derek Jones, Tyson Chandler, Zari Smith, Maurice Spates, Miller. Me and my dad are reminiscing about Maurice Spates because when we used to run our old franchises, that used to be the guy we always used. Kyrie goes down 2 for some reason. We don't really know. John Collins goes up 1, sadly. Mudio goes up 1. Harry Giles, a guy, you know, I think he was a Dookie. Love him. Went up 4. That was very nice. Good center there. Tyler Johnson goes up 2. A guy that should have been much better. Out of draft. 4 for Cabot. 1 for DJ Wilson. PJ Tucker goes down 5, sadly. And that's basically my team after the offseason. Now it's only 1 minute left here. I want to say thank you guys for watching this. This is just the first season. We still gotta do a second season. That's going to be episode 2. I'm going to finish up the second season and the second season off season in episode 2. I would have put them both in the one video, but this renderer has been like, no, you're not doing that. So just this. This is us looking through all the progressions and shit. I don't believe there are any more trades done or signings. I believe this is just all. I want to thank y'all for watching this, and I hope to get more done in the next video. So this has been a long process, but I'm happy to be getting one of these out the door after this long process. So thank you for watching. This was hard to make, but me and my dad are hopefully going to keep this franchise going. I still have 2 more episodes planned, which I will start my work on as soon as I finish my next Rainbow video. So till then, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.